Hey, Plumbing Bros. Welcome to Potty Talk Live, where we take it into the trenches, the crawl spaces, basements, kitchens, and baths, all around this big, beautiful world of ours to talk to plumbing professionals just like you. Hey there, I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, coming at you live from Command Central here in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana, USA, where we are. Hey there, are you there? Hey, we got the lovely Lord in the house already chiming up here. You want to do it? Come on in. You probably want to see you anyways. All right, okay. Hey, welcome to Potty Talk Live. Hey, if you're a first-time viewer to Potty Talk Live, we are a plumbing talk show for professional plumbers, all right? So, hey, if you're in the plumbing industry, if you're a plumber, professional plumber, not a hack plumber, but a professional plumber, or if you're a plumbing business owner, you are in the right spot where we talk to plumbing professionals all over the world. In fact, we were on the line here, and we have someone on from one of our brothers, one of our Canadian brothers up in New Brunswick, Canada. All right, but we're having technical difficulties. I don't know if it's the storms here or the storms there, or if it's just Al Gore didn't get the internet all kind of put together properly when he built it. And so we're having issues. Or that it's the Russians. Might be the Russians. Always the Russians here. Hey, but we're all powered up. We got the mothership all powered up here. I got all dressed up. I got my favorite black T-shirt on. Okay, and it's like, hey, let's do it. So we're doing it. So again, welcome. Hey, if you're a first-time viewer, let us know by giving us a 1. Throw us a 1 down in the comments. Hey, come be part of the live social audience here. You can make comments, but keep it clean. All right, this is a family plumbing talk show, okay? But have fun. Hey, if you got questions, bring the questions up as well. And hey, if you are a first-time viewer, let us know where you're viewing from. Even if you've viewed before, hey, just let us know where you're viewing from. That's fun, okay? All right, here. Hey, yes, I got something for you. Why don't you just go ahead and do it here, okay? Hey, if you are a cat, if you're a cool cat, hey, we got a cool cat. Can we show our cool cat? Let's bring our cool cat. If this is you, all right, if you're a cool cat, you're a cool plumbing cat, a cool plumbing cat with a plumbing license and a plumbing truck and a plumbing dream, I got something here for you that you desperately need. It's the 7 must-knows to be $1 million plumber. These are 7 principles that you got to know if you want to be successful at becoming a $1 million plumber. Even if you don't want to be $1 million plumber, if you just want to be successful at having your own plumbing business, you got to know these things, because 95% of all plumbing businesses fail within the first 3 years alone. Not because they're not good at plumbing, or not because their customers don't have customers, or their customers don't love them. They fail because they don't know the business side of plumbing, and you got to know the business side of plumbing. So I put that down here, my 7 must-knows to be $1 million plumber, and I made it easy for you to get, okay? I made it easy and affordable. All right. There's no excuse either way. All right. You can go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/7, and it's free. Ain't going to cost you a thing. All right. My 30 years of experience ain't going to cost you a thing. So you got nothing to lose. So if you're a guy out there and you're looking for some answers, check it out. So there you have it. All right. So we still don't have Canada on the line. Do you think our beloved president screwed up the relations with Canada there? So you think there's something up with that? You know, I hear in the news there's something going on there. You know, it's always politics. I don't care about politics anyways, at least not anymore. I care about plumbing, all right, and plumbing business. Yeah. So why don't we talk, this week, dealing with working with my coaches, my clients, that I coach. And one of the things that come up, I was thinking here, before the show here, and because it's going through my mind, there's other stuff we're working on. Service call charges. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you guys: do you charge a service call fee for going out? Instead of doing a free estimate. So, like if Mrs. Jones calls and says, my water heater's leaking, or my kitchen sink has stopped up, do you charge a service call fee to go out? And that's a big deal, and that's that's one of those things where guys have a lot of emotion about that, one way or the other. I think it's not, the emotion's really fear. There's a lot of fear around that. Guys really don't want to admit to that, but there's a lot of fear around that. about charging a service call fee. So, if you're dealing with that, you're a guy that's, just in a truck, 1-2 truck, size company, and you're not charging a service call fee. Why is that? Why aren't you charging a service call fee? What I hear from a lot of guys is that they don't want to be outpriced themselves. Okay. That's one of the excuses. Another excuse is, guys, no one else is doing that. No one else, hear that a lot. The customers are expecting a free estimate, and that's where a lot of guys lose themselves. They spend all their time driving all over town or Timbuktu, giving free estimates and wasting all that time and money. There's a lot of waste there. So, you need to charge a service call fee. So I'm going to challenge you. Okay. For those watching this right now, I'm going to challenge you. If you're not charging a service call fee, charge a service call fee. All right. I can tell you, it doesn't mean we don't have the time in this episode to go in and all about that. All the psychology and all behind that. But I can tell you that it doesn't matter that you're charging anything. Okay. It doesn't matter. Let me challenge you. Okay. So charge a service call fee, $49. Okay. Just charge a $49 service call fee. What you're doing a couple things. First of all, you're qualifying your customer. Okay. You don't want a customer that just wants to shop you. All right. And spend all that time driving around and talking with you. Okay. You don't want to spend that kind of time. So it gives you a chance to qualify your customer. That they're serious. The other thing that it does, it helps recoup some of your costs. You do have costs for driving out to someone's home. You're selling time. Okay. Not just the fuel, that it takes to get out there, but your time, the time it takes to get out there and to deal with it and look at things. Okay. There's a lot of time involved. So it gives you a chance to recoup some of that cost. Okay. So here's what you do. All right. I'm just going to go tell them. So I'm going to tell them. Here's a secret. All right. I got a secret here for you. So just a little bit here. I'm just going to give you just a little insight. If you want to know more, we're going to have to talk. Okay. I'm not going to give you all my bag of tricks here. Okay. All right. But you don't want to mention price on the phone. Never discuss price on the phone. All right. So there's a little hint there. Never talk price on the phone. All right. So when Mrs. Jones calls and says, how much? You're not going to say anything about price. Okay. You're just going to say, hey, Miss Jones, have we worked for you before? Okay. You want to get into talking with the customer. Okay. And then near the end, once you get the job booked, okay, that's secret, little inside, little secret there. Number 2 is to book the job. Okay. Your job's not to solve the problem right then, but it's to book the job. Okay. Get it booked. Okay. And then after you get it booked at the end, when you're getting ready to hang up, then you can reiterate with Mrs. Jones, say, hey, we got Miss Jones, we got you booked at 2:00 here. We'll come on out. We'll get things taken care of. We look forward to seeing you then. Oh, by the way, we have a $49 service call fee. However, we waive that if we do any work whatsoever. We see you at 2:00. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. It is that simple. Okay. Again, I said it's simple. It's not necessarily easy. There's more involved there. Okay. But it is that simple. So try that. All right. Charge a service call fee. If you're not charging a service call fee, if you're a young, a business owner, and even my older guys, sweetheart, the older guys we talk to, I got some pretty, some guys that have been doing it for years, and they don't charge a service call fee. And because they say, well, my customers are used to that, or I just can't do it. We can't do this. And, we hear all the time, we just can't do this in my town. They just don't pay service call fees. They expect free estimates. That's a lie. Okay. So just try it. You don't have to do it every call, but just try it and then keep track of it. See how much money you're missing out on. And you're going to find out it's a lot. And then notice how much more money you have in your bank account to pay the bills. Okay. So a little bit there. So, all right. So try that. Hey, just a little freebie there. I just gave you some free $1 million plumber, little free lesson there. Yeah. All right. Boy, did I do that? I was just generous. Hey, we got, again, we're all powered up here. Feeling bad for Canada. Canada, internet's down, and we're here, and you're here. And so just a little bit of free information there. So, hey, if you want to know more, all right. And so I'm talking to the guy here that's been, you got your plumbing business and your butt's still in the truck, your butt's still in the truck, and you're wondering, how's my butt still in the truck, and how am I going to get my butt out of the truck? And you're a great plumber and you want to grow this plumbing business. All right. You have this dream and it's still got some fire in you. Hey, let's talk here. All right. Let's talk here. Simply, hey, if you're ready to get your butt out of the truck, and to grow your plumbing business, simply type "I'm ready" in the comments. Okay, you got that? I'm ready in the comments, and we'll get you. And I'll follow up with you here. What's that? Do we have Canada in the house? Is New Brunswick in the house?
Yes, we're just gonna bring him up.
Well, let's bring them up here. We have. We're gonna try here. Let's do this here. Let's see if we can do this. We got Adam Smith, owner of T.A.P.S Plumbing. That's totally awesome plumbing service from New Brunswick, Canada. All right, Canada spinning around. There we are, Adam. All right, he's getting set. Adam, you are live with the plumbing world. How you doing, brother? You're alive and you're live. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good.
All right, you made it.
Yeah.
We were wondering if it was, if U.S. We've kind of ruined our relationships with Canada. Our president's been kind of messing with stuff, and if that was kind of messing with the internet, or maybe it was the Russians. We didn't know what was up. So, but it's good to see you again. We have Adam Smith. All right, he's owner of T.A.P.S, totally awesome plumbing services out of New Brunswick, Canada. All right, man. Good to have you on. It's good to see you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, man.
There we go. Hey, we got your logo up there, looking sharp. That's kind of a fun name. How'd you come up with that name?
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. All right. All right. Can you tell us the clean version? Okay.
We were sitting in a hotel room one night drinking. We were on the road working, and my buddy came up with that. He said we should start a company and call it T.A.P.S. We could be the totally awesome plumbers.
There we go. All right. Alcohol has a way of just kind of making things happen, I guess. Yeah, clear. I guess you had your beer goggles on.
Yeah, back in my drinking days.
That's right. All right, man. Hey, before we're going to get into some plumbing here a little bit, talking about your plumbing business, but before we get into that, what do you like to do when you're not plumbing?
I work on trucks. I work on bikes, cars, snowmobiles, anything that has an engine, basically.
I know you got a lot of stuff. I have to be transparent here. Adam is one of my guys. He's one of my guys I'm working with here. Adam's a sharp dude. He is the cool cat. We had a picture of our cool cat. Adam's that quiet. He's just a quiet cool. He's a cool cat. If you can see that, we got our cool cat up there. That's Adam. All right. And so I know that you're into kind of a motorhead. You work on all that kind of stuff. In fact, we were just talking. Weren't you putting another lift kit on your truck? You're raising it up even higher.
Yep.
You got to be able to get over the elk and stuff that you come across. Be able to.
I'm gonna need a 2-step ladder to.
That's right. In the box. All right, man. Hey, so let's get to it. So, how did you get in plumbing? How did you find plumbing?
I was laid off from the automotive industry. I had started my career in automotive, and I was laid off. And my father kept asking me, he's like, "Go see your buddy Sandy. He's looking for a plumber. He's looking for a plumber." And he bugged me for about 2 weeks, and finally I just said, "Fine, I'll go have an interview." So I went and had an interview, and that's where I've been ever since. All right.
So you found your way into plumbing. We hear that all the time. We just kind of fall into plumbing. That's not something we dream about when we were little boys, or we got some girl plumbers too. When they were little girls that dreamed about becoming plumbers, but we all kind of seem to fall into it. So you got in. You're working for someone else, but what was your aha moment when you said, "I'm going to start my own business"?
I was working for a different company. It was a service company, basically strictly service. And we did on-call rotations every third week. I was on call.
Yeah.
And
the dreaded on-call.
Yeah, and I'd be on call for 7 full days, but then you were supposed to get 2 days off after you were being on call. And my on-call usually lasted 2 weeks instead of 1 week. And I just said, if I'm going to work this much, I might as well do it for myself.
That's right. So you said, "The heck with it. I'm gonna do my own thing." And that's a common story too. Something along those lines. The heck with dealing with them and doing it for them. I'm gonna do my own thing. So you kind of fell into plumbing, and you kind of fell into doing your own plumbing business. And so what was so what did you specialize when you started your plumbing business? what are you an expert at, or what's your thing?
I'm really not stuck on anything as an expertise. I mean, we do a lot of old homes. I do heating. I do septic work. If it takes water or drain, I'm usually doing it.
Okay. All right. So that's your thing. So with that, we're always looking for a little bit of advice. What is something, along those lines that, pops in, it's something that you can remind us about, that we should know if we don't know, for, some of the guys that don't do the stuff you do, or you remind us something that, again, that we should remember to do when we're dealing with, any kind of drain work, or
be safe, usually.
Be safe. Exactly. That's a safe one right there. Be safe, right? And if you hear something coming, get out of the way.
Yeah, if you hear gurgling, get out of the way.
Get out of the way. That's right. Yeah, I told you guys, Adam's just kind of cool. He's just quiet. He throws these little quiet zingers in. So, all right, man. So let's get a little transparent here. Okay, I'm going to pull it out of you. Okay, I know you're a pro, man, and I know you're sharp. But what was something that surprised you when you started your business that you weren't expecting?
How hard it is to collect money.
Right. So I always found that just kind of staying there. I wouldn't leave the house. I just stand there and just stare. I don't say anything, and that always helped until the cops came. And the lovely Laura's laughing because she knows that's true. Oh man, we have stories there. But yeah, it is hard to collect money after the fact. That's why we're talking about that, aren't we, Adam?
That's right.
Right. You don't collect money after the fact. So you guys, watching out there, this billing, 30 days, it's a strange thing, isn't it? The customers seem to forget how important the job was to have you out there, doing whatever. All of a sudden, it's not that important to pay the plumber, and so you can find yourself at the bottom of the list. So it's just a good thing to collect when you're there at the job and when you're done right then, because the customer's feeling good because they're getting their life back together, and you've done a good job, and you can stand there and with your hand out and collect the money. So that's what it's all about. If you don't collect the money, if you ain't making money, it's what, sweetheart? It's a hobby. All right. If you ain't making money, it's a hobby. Don't care how much you're driving around and how good your truck looks and how good you look and how good of a plumber you are. But if you ain't making money, it's a hobby. We ain't in this for a hobby, are we? There's better hobbies like snowmobiling. All right.
That's
fishing,
right.
Hunting. I got better things to do as a hobby. So what is something that, we have a lot of business owners watching, Adam. So what is something, kind of still being transparent, and we can all relate to this kind of stuff. What is something in your business, plumbing business, that you struggle with?
Finding good helpers.
Finding good helpers.
Oh, yeah.
So why do you think you struggle with finding good help?
Well, I have one good helper. He's an amazing helper. He never lets me down usually.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gone through 12 to 15 guys to find him, right? I don't know. Yep. I see that a lot of guys say that, especially on some of the hack sites there that I watch. And
yeah.
Well,
and we talk, and this is not to ruffle any kind of feathers, but I'm going to say it even kind of goes with what the saying is: birds of a feather flock together. And so even what we're discussing and working on, and it's a common issue. One thing I'll ask guys, because that's a common problem and a common complaint is, asking, why would anyone want to work for you? We've got to look at the common denominator. And so it's setting the business up and your company up with the systems and having the things there that make, guys feel more secure. Also, because the word gets out then, and then you start attracting these guys. So, but that's a thing that you always got to be working on. It never goes away. Just like always looking for customers. When you have a plumbing business, you're doing two things. As the plumbing business owner, you're always looking for new customers, and you're always looking for good guys. It's part of the business. So.
Totally awesome.
I know. That's what the lovely Laura just said. Do you hear that, Adam?
I heard her.
Who wouldn't want to work for Totally Awesome Plumbing Services? Because first of all, that's a cool name, and he's a cool guy. He's a cool cat,
I work for T.A.P.S.
I work for T.A.P.S.
Yeah.
Right. So I love it, man. I love it. Hey, let's get on here with it. We kind of have this little show. We had to cut a little short here, Adam, since we had some technical difficulties here. But I want to get into the lightning round. Okay. Now, the lightning round is I'm going to ask you some questions here, and you just give me, like a 1 word, 2 word answer. Okay. Which I think you'll be fine at.
I'm good at that, probably.
You're good at that. Me, on the other hand, I have a tendency. 1 word means 2 sentences. Okay. So, all right, you ready?
Ready.
Are you red-eye? All
ready.
right. Hey, you viewers out there, you can also put it in your comments. You can answer this as well. Okay. So here we go. What's your go-to tool?
Power snake.
Power snake. All right. Red Bull or coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee. All right. See, I know he's a throwback. All right.
My worker, he drinks Red Bull like it's going out of style.
I know. Right.
six pack a day.
Oh, his helper. So does he get the job done? So is
Oh,
is he
yeah.
moving? All right. So yeah, you ought to meet him in the mornings with a 6-pack of Red Bull.
I usually have to buy him Red Bull and cigarettes.
So okay, right. I see. That's that's the thing. All right. It works. More benefits. All right. You guys listening out there? That's a nugget of gold right there. It can be that easy to find someone good. Red Bull and cigarettes. Okay. So for my brothers in Colorado, that could be something different. Won't go there. Okay. All right. Hey, favorite break snack?
Oh, I don't usually take breaks.
All right.
I'll say Twix.
Twix. Twix. All right. All right. Here we go, Adam. Personal habit that sets your day up for success.
Getting up early.
There we go. Get up before the sun. Get up before the sun to get it done. That's what winners do, right?
I'm more productive if I can get the kids dropped off by 7:30.
There we go. Right. Get the kids out the door, get done, get that taken care of, kind of ease into the day there. And there's a nugget of gold there, right there. All right. Hey, what's the biggest or best tip that you ever received from a customer? Like a, money tip or
cash tip.
Yeah, cash tip or, don't spit in the wind or something like that.
I think it was $150.
$150, US or Canadian?
Canadian.
Okay. Still, that's good. I guess that's right. All right. Crimp or solder?
Both.
Oh, right. Of course. Right. Okay. Right. Why not? Both. Okay. All right. Hey, what's playing on your truck radio?
XM Highway 56.
And what is that?
The country station.
Country station, of course.
In Canada?
In Canada?
Oh,
I thought you guys listened to like polka or something. Well, I just ruined Canadian relations, U.S. relations right there.
I'm a country boy.
Yeah, you are. I know you are. It's good. What's your favorite country artist?
I don't know. It's Jake Owens is pretty popular around here tonight.
Okay. Jake Owens.
His new song that just came out on XM. My daughter loves it.
All right. Well, that's good. Enjoy that with your daughter too. That's cool. All right. Hey, we got invited to a concert tonight. First class, all that kind of stuff right here locally. But we chose to spend our evening with you guys and with Mr. Smith from T.A.P.S. All right. And so, all right, here we go. Here's a question for you. Dumbest rookie move ever?
Dumping water in the sink after I cut the trap off it.
That's right. We've done that. All right, you guys out there, you know you've done that too. We've all done that one. That's a good one, man. Okay. All right, that's a lightning round. Hey, before Adam, I'm glad this worked out that we had you on here. Hey, once again, we have Adam Smith, owner of T.A.P.S. Totally awesome plumbing service out of New Brunswick, Canada. And man, it's great that we finally able to get you on. Thank you for hanging in there and being with us. Hey, and before I got one last question here for you, but before I let you go, when I let you go here, they'll take you out of the broadcast booth here. All right. But hang out. Okay. I'll wrap up the show so we can talk afterwards. All right. So okay. I just said that in front of the whole world here, but guys, I just don't like to show our guests the door. We just kick them out. And so it's always fun talking afterwards. That's where I enjoy that time. So hey, here's the final question here, Adam. All right. What's the best advice that you've ever been given? That could be, for your plumbing business, personal, life, family? What's the best advice that you've ever been given?
Always look ahead.
Always look ahead. What does that mean to you?
Never worry about what you're doing. Always look to the next job.
There we go. Great advice. That is so true. Don't get caught up in yesterday. All right. Kind of fall forward. Always look ahead. All right. That's a good one, man. Always look ahead. All right, Adam. Hey, man, I appreciate you spending time on Potty Talk Live. It's been fun having you. And of course, I love talking to you all the time anyways. So thanks for being on the show. Okay. Thanks for making it happen. And all right. And we'll talk to you again soon. So, hey, hang out here just a moment. I'll be right with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. There we go, gang. Mr. Adam Smith, owner of T.A.P.S. Totally awesome plumbing service out of New Brunswick, Canada. A cool cat. All right. He's a cool guy here. He's one of my guys. He's one of my coaching clients. A sharp cat. I don't need to teach him anything about plumbing, and he's a good businessman, but he's just taking he's wanting to take his business to the next level. He's wanting to get him out of the truck forever, and wants to grow that asset. And so that's what I'm helping him do. And I help others do that. And I'd like to help you do the same. If you're looking to do something like that, I'd love to talk with you here. All right. Simply type "I'm ready" in the comments here, and I'll reach out to you. Type "I'm ready" in the comments, and I'll reach out to you, and we'll have a conversation. If you're ready to get your butt out of the truck and to build that plumbing asset, that plumbing business that you've always dreamed of, all right, let's do that. Let's have a conversation. So there you go. Also, if you'd like to be on Potty Talk Live, we have a good time here. Normally connections work out great, and it's not so uncomfortable that way. But we have more time. But hey, if you'd like to be on Potty Talk Live, I'd love to talk with you. The plumbing world is waiting to hear your plumbing story. Simply go to www.pottytalklive.com and scroll on down to the Be My Guest button and click it. And you'll go through the little process there. It's nothing difficult. You just got to be a plumber. All right. Got to be a plumber. I guess that's the big thing right there. And we'll get you scheduled and we'll have you on the program. So there you have it here. All right. What do we have here? Mylan,
He's ready.
all right. Mylan, you're ready, brother. Let's talk here. Let's get your butt out of the truck and build that plumbing empire. All right. Or plumbing kingdom that you desire. Okay. So I'll reach out to you. We'll, and you others here, we see you there. We see you. All right. Yep. I see you. And we'll have a conversation and go from there. So it's been a fun episode. We made it through. I'm glad, even though, we just did it. Okay. We got some nuggets of gold out there for you.
You're a pro.
All right. We're all pros here. Hey, we're licensed plumbers. We're pros. Okay. That's what we do. So about time to flush this episode of Potty Talk Live. But as always, before I let you go, I want to remind you that you were purposefully and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things. You were created to get your butt out of the truck. Okay. Yes, you were. You were created to do great things. So as always, when you're out there doing your thing, be safe. Just like Adam says, be safe. But as always, come on like a champion.